Welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are continuing a space adventure in traveling to Mars and its moon. First, we need to make a pit stop to get some stone, silver, and some iron. Yeah, so we've been roaming about for quite some time and checking asteroid to asteroid to see if I can find any silver. And look what we got here. One trick that I was doing actually, not just flying by and check every asteroid, I was using my camera and zooming in to see if I could see anything on some of these asteroids. And I spotted this one. Didn't clearly see silver, but something was shiny, so I decided to come here and stop by, and it worked out. Now I have a silver deposit right here. And also iron deposits all around too, but we don't need that yet. Alright, so we got 100 or so K of silver. Right here, 120K of silver. So then we can make some medical components. Once we have the silver, refined. So let's see what it would take to make maybe a cryo chamber. 3 medical components. Okay. A medical bay takes 15. A medical bay would be helpful, but I honestly don't even have a spot to place it right now. But of course we can make room for it. So let's see if we can make 15 of those so we can make a medical bay. So 15 of these guys. Alright, so we got 15. Now we gotta make medical bay. Medical bay. Where do I want to put this medical bay? It has to connect to conveyor on the bottom somehow. Also. And the best place to put it is actually where I have the speed module for this assembler. Actually, you know what? I could put up here. Yeah, why not? I'll just put up there. So let's get the medical bay, and I think the connecting hose on top and bottom. Yeah, it is. So we can put it up here, although it may look a little odd. Alright, we got a medical bay. Perfect. So it looks a little funky now because we have this sticking up here. We can probably use this. Didn't look that good. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so that's gonna look like that. And there's nothing else we can really do about it, but maybe add like a catwalk up here if we want to. But do we want to? Probably not. Alright. So we should have enough materials to last us for a bit. So back to our original mission, and we are going to be looks like we're gonna get jumped by some kamikaze ships. Let's see, Gatlins are on. Let's aim for them specifically. We probably want to keep moving as we fight them, right? Or do we want to stand still? Probably don't want to stand still. Let's keep moving. Let's go to the side of them. Maybe bring my top ones up this way. And we're coming after you at the same time. So my Gatlin's probably going to start shooting a lot sooner than theirs. Right about now. And that pretty much took them out. Perfect. And we can stop shooting him, but it's not like we're gonna catch up to those pieces. So cool. Ship is working fine that we can defend ourselves. So that's awesome, you know? But we need to get to Mars, and it's gonna be quite some time too until we get there. Alright, so this journey is actually taking a lot longer than I would like. I think we're only about halfway there. So that's Earth. That's Mars. This difference in size is quite significant, meaning we haven't really got that far. So instead of sitting around and doing nothing, decide to come off to maybe update the ship a little bit. So let's start by maybe adding a cargo container right here. I think that would be very helpful actually to do that. So I definitely need space here. Get me my cargo container. Where's my cargo? Put a... Oh, not a cargo here. Sorry. Need a conveyor junction here. Pop that there. And put our container here. Why am I putting container here? Basically so that I can grab stuff from the front of the ship. That way it makes it easier to like design and, you know, create stuff while we're in the front. And I have to go back to the doors and out of the doors consistently. So that'll be better. Alright, so that's a lot of asteroids. Hopefully you don't run into anything. If anything, we're probably gonna run into that guy right there, but we're not worried about that right now. Let's edit the ship a little bit. I think we said we could only make one large iron thruster, so we're not gonna take care of that. Then we're not gonna make two. If that's the case, then we can't make any at all. So thruster components, it was 950 for one, and we only have 16, so that really just makes one. And we can't make any more because we need platinum for that. So the other option is to make large hydrogen thrusters, and I think it takes 250 to make one of those. Let's see. 250 metal grids to make one large hydrogen thruster, and I have 1,000 something metal grids, so I can make a decent chunk or a decent amount of hydrogen thrusters. So if I were to do that, I would probably do 2 hydrogen thrusters going forwards and 2 going downwards, and if I can fit more, I'll fit more, which I think I can. So in order to fix that, and what, something smoking back here? Something smoking. Conveyor? Anyways, in order to do that, we need to expand this guy here out more. So do that. Let's get rid of this one and this one, and we're gonna have to extend it out one. So we'll put a conveyor junction here. There we go. So that's the conveyor junction. And if I put the large hydrogen thruster right here, it works out. Yeah, it works out. The only thing that doesn't work out is the look of it, because it's gonna cover this here. Which would be okay. We'll open this up, or close it up with the steel block, steel plate, or armor block, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll add the hydrogen thruster. So boom. Alright, I already see a problem, and that's that. It's this hydrogen thruster that's gonna be an issue. Where can I put, not hydrogen, iron thruster. That iron thruster needs to move, and I guess you could put it down here, up there instead. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out in a second. Let me just grind this down. And we'll figure out different placement for this one. In the meantime, we need to put a block here to close that out. Alright, so that's done. Let's get the large hydrogen on here. That's gonna look like that. Okay, that seems okay. And if we were to get rid of this one, extend it downwards, so we get the large one downwards, the other issue is my landing gears. So if I were to put it down this way, it's way bigger than my landing gears. So, instead of making a big one, I can keep it a small one, just make more. Make a line of them. And, you know, that might be the strategy. So, we'll put this together and work on the other side. This is the build of the large thrusters, and now we just gotta mimic it on the other side. So we have the little version, and then we have the large version on this side. Alright, so let's get that all fixed up. Alright, so that is done. Now we got the same exact thing we have in the other side. Left and right. Yep, perfect. Perfect match. Perfect match. So, can we add more thrusters? We need to add more bottom thrusters. I was hoping to make a large hydrogen thruster to pull upwards. But to do that, it extends too far from my landing gears. And I could move the landing gears, but I don't really care to. So we just need more smaller hydrogen thrusters. And I could add a whole bunch of them underneath here, small ones at least. So then it equals the same size as the landing gear. I mean, it's not the best idea, but that's a possibility. It's something I likely won't do. Probably want to add it probably here. If I add it here, that probably would actually be a lot better, to be honest. Alright, so I might have to change the design a little bit. So let's remove this, and add the little hydrogen here and here. So then at least this way, that will look a little bit better. Yeah, I think that will do. Can't really close this out by design, can we? Yes, we can. So we just gotta grab that small slope again. Probably do it this way instead. Yeah, perfect. So that will do. We'll leave that as is, and then we have 3 more hydrogen thrusters going upwards in comparison to what we had before. That looks good. Let me weld these up and be back. All right. We are looking good. I mean, we don't have a lot of left-right propulsion from our hydrogen thrusters, but I think that should be okay. It shouldn't be a big deal. Do we need more iron thrusters on this thing? Because we still have parts for it. So if we want to add more, we can. But the question is, do we really need it? I don't really see the necessity for it. Except for downwards, probably. If we need to slow down to land something, then downwards is always like optimal. And it's necessary. So maybe I can add more. Do I want to add more? Not really, but we should add more. That's the thing. So, no, I'm gonna leave it. It is what it is. The hydrogen thrusters will save us for the most part. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. All right, so do we want to put anything else anywhere? I don't know. Do we need more backwards thrusters for iron thrusters? Probably. I can make one large one, but I don't know where to put that. Doesn't seem like any ideal spots. So here's the ship so far with all the hydrogen thrusters, the big old ones. And it looks like I lost something here. So let's even it out. There we go. And to make it more funky, we can just do this. I think that will work out. Yeah, then it makes it look a little bit different. I mean, that's where we can probably put iron thrusters going upwards too, but we're gonna leave that as is. So the ship is looking good. The drill system itself is a little out of place, so let's get rid of these guys. Okay, so that's that. We're good with our hydrogen thrusters forward and backwards. Left and right iron thrusters, we got the 2, we're perfectly fine, and we added 3 more additional hydrogen thrusters going upwards, so that's gonna give us a lot more stopping power if we were to land on something. I think we are all set. We're pretty even on sides in design, and yeah, so now we just watch this thing fly away, basically. Alright, so with those hydrogens all plugged in, we need to evaluate the situation. And that's going to be setting up the hydrogens and everything like that. Alright, so we need to set these things up. And we are still going towards Mars. Alright, so let's set up the groupings as we did before, but we need to fix them. So our iron thrusters, brakes are just the backwards. We didn't add any backwards, that's fine. But our gassing needs to be updated because we added left and rights, up and downs, I believe. So that looks like all of them. We'll save that. Alright, hydrogen. We need to, let's see here, hydrogen thrusters. We changed a lot of them, so we need to add these all back, including the large forwards. That's done. Right? Yep. And then our hydrogen brakes, wherever they went. So we need to get the brakes in order. So our hydrogen backwards. I think those are, yeah, we don't have any small ones, so that's why. That's why I got removed. Okay, so H brakes will be here. Okay. So H brakes, our hydrogen grouping of brakes, is this one here. Alright, so we have our gas, we have our brakes, put that gas here. Should be good to go. So that's done in terms of groupings. Yeah, I think so, right? So if I turn off everything, we're looking good. Okay, that turns that on. Leave that alone. Our gas looking good, and of course our fronts. Yep, and that's kind of slowed us down a little bit, but it had to be had to happen. All right, so we are done with that. We have all groupings and everything like that. The only thing I noticed is that my second seat, which is my emergency seat, really, that's not set up at all. So let's set this up. Alright, so we are still traveling to Mars, and it's been close to an hour, maybe even more. So you'll probably see some of the traveling through time lapse, but you know, decide to build a little bit. And now I'm done building. So the problem now is what to do. I can add more speed modules to my refinery, but I think my refinery should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Put cameras in the right spots if I wanted to. No, don't really care to. And yeah, I don't know. It's just traveling now, to be honest. Hopefully we get there soon, and we can proceed from there. Alright, so it took a hell of a long time to actually get to Mars and its moon. Where's Mars? Mars and the moon, and I found the IGSH beacon nearby. So we are definitely gonna park our booties here for a little bit. And I probably should have slowed down a lot more, but it's gonna have to slow down now. Pop in the hydrogen, slowing down. Let's see. Oh, that's very significant slowdown. Alright, cool. That works out really well. Oh yeah, everything just flashed yellow when I turned it on. Alright, so I'm an IGSH beacon. Let's see what this place is all about. So, well, base, not beacon, base. So this place looks pretty cool. It has a radar dish too, which is cool. The antenna dish on here has large hydrogen thrusters and things like that. So in terms of me connecting to it, let's see here. Ah, here. There's this connector on the outside that I'm looking for. So this is a cool base. There's large containers there, radio tower dish or satellite dish. That is pretty cool. Alright, so let's park on this thing. There, one good shot, and we're good to go. So we are locked in to this base. Alright, so the idea here is to stay on this base for a little bit before we have to go down to the Mars moon for ice, gold, and anything else I can find, and then potentially head over to Mars to find anything else. Do I want, since I have a base here, do I want to make a space station for myself kind of adjacent to this base? I kind of want to. I want to do that so we can be stationed somewhere. And once I get the gold, I'm going to be able to make jump drives. And once I have jump drives, I can go from one planet to another planet pretty quickly. So I think the idea would be to make a space station here, space station over the alien planet, and a space station near Earth and Moon as the ultimate mission to complete the series. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to call this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please continue to support by liking, commenting, subscribing, and of course hitting that notification bell to be alerted of upcoming episodes. But as always, thank you again. See you guys next time. Bye.